Oh,
Ah no, Fred, have you tampered with Percy's subtitle device again? I can't be doing with him being rude again like last week.
Don't look at me, this is Chris's fault.
You tampered with it? No, Clone One, there's actually nothing wrong with Percy's subtitle device. I fixed it last week. He just found out that I'm doing another looking back video. Hey guys, my name is Chris if you didn't already know, and welcome to my show, Smeg Chris. Yep, it's time for me to look back on an old episode.
ooh,
Oh, so you've done with the swearing, have you?
no.
Okay then. Hey, do you guys have a new episode yet?
Actually, we do. It's now time for an episode of... Huh? What's the worst that could happen? Huh? Huh? Huh?
Good one, guys.
Not for me. My face became more orange while I was upside down.
I can only imagine. Anyway, it's time for me to get on with this episode. What I do in these videos is look back at a previous episode of Smeg Chris where I did a 3 likes, 3 dislikes and 1 love to see if I still feel the same way now. The episode in question is called The Duplicate Irritation.
Something tells me that is a reference to Clone 1.
Actually, I've got no idea. I posted the video on the 13th of July 2013, almost 8 years ago. I honestly do not know what happened in this episode or what my likes, dislikes and love were. We can assume that Percy was happy about it then as he is now.
Oh yes, I'm so excited about it.
Yeah, it seems a constant theme you not liking this. A running joke that has no end.
Oh, it.
Okay, let's see what I said on this episode. So I've got my laptop set up here so I can watch the episode. Boo!
Oh no, I just pooped my pants.
Why can I never scare him? And already I'm seeing why it's called the duplicate irritation. What? Right, let's see what my first dislike was. My first dislike is eBay sending me emails recommending me items. It really is annoying. I know what I want, and it's never anything they recommend. Or sometimes I already have them. eBay, stop sending me these useless messages. That's weird. I don't think they do that anymore. I mean, when you go on eBay you do get recommendations, but I've not actually had any emails saying that. So, I guess that's no longer a dislike. Oh yeah, I need to write this down, don't I? So I can keep track. The first one's a no. Right, let's see what else I said. My second dislike is bugs. Namely flies, moths, bees and wasps. During this time of the year. Yes, we finally have a summer. They keep flying in through open windows and doors. But it's not that bothers me. It's that they can't figure out how to get back out. How stupid are they? So in the end I have to give them a helping hand. Well, not flies, I'd rather just swat them. All in all, it bugs the hell out of me. I'm not very good at puns, am I? But I'm still in agreement with that. These days I don't normally have my doors and windows open because I don't want those bugs coming in. But somehow they still manage to do it. So that's still a dislike. Let's see what my final dislike was. My final dislike are my homemade DVDs. And before you say, oh, you mean the content? No, I don't. Cheeky sods. I mean the DVDs themselves. This pile here is mostly DVDs that have stopped working. And I've only watched them a few times. Even my LA film stopped halfway through. I've only watched it times. I found out the reason why that was happening. It had nothing to do with the DVDs. It was the old DVD player that I had. It just didn't want to play them. Ever since I got my Blu-ray player, not a problem. They've all played perfectly fine. I mean, it ought to. I've got plenty of them. So that is no longer a dislike. Right, let's see what my likes were. Now on to my 3 likes. First is a game that I'm totally addicted to on my phone. Again. It's called Final Approach. It's where you have to land planes on airstrips without them crashing into each other. I play it every day and I can't seem to get enough of it. It blooming cheats though. Some planes just head straight for another. Silly imaginary pilots. Wow. I had completely forgot about that game. I was obsessed with it. I can't even remember which phone that was on. But I definitely know that I don't have it on my current phone. Wonder if I can still download it though. I'm gonna have a look. So I've typed in Final Approach and it's gone straight to movies and books. What? What about the game? There's similar ones but not that one. Eh, I'd have downloaded it as well. And then I would have got obsessed with it again. Oh well. You know what this means, don't you? That's no longer a like. But yeah, I do remember playing that all the time. I wonder if I've still got the phone with that game on it. I'm not going to look now. I need to see what my second like was. My second like is something I should have figured out a long time ago. Editing in the conservatory. Especially on days when it's bright and sunny. In the house it's where a breeze is more prominent and I can enjoy it while sat on the bench at the table editing. At first I found it difficult to see the computer screen, but as with anything my eyes adjusted to it. It's great for those relaxing evenings. That was 8 years ago when I discovered that. Seriously? I thought that was like something I discovered only a few years ago. Wow. I mean, I've not done it this year yet. What I did like about it was I'd open up the back doors and have the patio door here open only so much so a draft would come through. Also I'm noticing the table that I use is a little bit covered with rubbish. Ow. So yeah, I've just realised my conservatory needs cleaning out again. But yeah, I'm still going to say that's a like because I still enjoy doing that when I do it. So there we go, another tick. Let's see what my last like was. My final like is something I've always enjoyed but just recently rediscovered. Cycling down hills. Last week I cycled 16 miles and I found a hill that went down for at least a mile. I felt like I was flying. However, I did have to climb up the ruddy thing first. Not as much fun, but the payoff was worth it. Ironically, I have just started riding my bike again recently, and I'm in total agreement with that. Going down those hills, I've rediscovered my love for it. Having that wind in your face, avoiding bugs. But yeah, I do love that, and I'm actually enjoying riding my bike a lot lately. Well, I say a lot. I've been out 3 times in the last 2 months, something like that. But for those of you who watch my vlogs will know that I've been out exploring on it. So that's definitely still a like. So that gets a tick. Right, let's see what my love was. Now on to my love, which is the movie of the decade. So far, in my opinion, Man of Steel. It is perfect, awesome, epic, brilliant. And it's not just the movie that I love, it's the soundtrack too. And this was the only time that I ever pre-ordered anything. I received this on its day of release. I really can't get enough of this movie. Obviously. Man of Steel. I have no idea what I'm talking about. I have to admit, this is still my favourite film of the last decade. Honestly. In fact, I believe I watched it only a few months ago. And that soundtrack, oh my god, I still get goosebumps from it. Especially the song Flight, where Superman's trying to learn how to fly. And I'm getting goosebumps just thinking about it. Look at that, look, see? Goosebumps. Yes, definitely one of my favourite films of all time. So that is still the same. So to tally them up, only 4 of them are still the same, 3 aren't. Wow. I still haven't had the complete all 7 changed yet. I'm sure it'll happen someday. So Percy, have you changed your mind yet? Still hate it? Gross! I feel sick now. And on that note, I think it's now time for me to go. All that's left for me to say is thank you for watching and subscribing if you have, and liking this video if you did. Until the next time, peace out. Hey Percy, maybe you should come up with an idea for an episode of Smeg Chris.
No, it's a great idea. I'll get on with it right now.
I was only joking. Oh man, I'm going to regret suggesting that, aren't I? I am really surprised that I've managed to film this episode, because last night I went to bed at around 11 o'clock. I was still awake at 1 o'clock. Tried reading a book to try and get myself tired and drowsy. It didn't work. So I ended up getting out of bed and coming downstairs and watched a film. In other words, I've been up all night. I got up at 9 AM yesterday and I haven't slept since. And I'm feeling very, very haggard. And I kind of half expected that one of my dislikes that was going to come up was me having insomnia. That would have been ironic.